What if I told you that the most effective learning tools for your child aren't necessarily the latest apps, expensive flashcards, or specialized educational programs? In fact, they're likely things you're already doing as part of your daily routine. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore 5 everyday activities that can significantly enhance your child's learning capabilities. The wonderful thing about these activities is that they don't feel like homework at all. They're simple, natural moments that can help your child strengthen their memory, attention span, language skills, problem-solving abilities, and overall confidence. So, whether you have a toddler, a preschooler, or a child in elementary school, stay tuned because incorporating these small daily habits can really make a big difference in their development over time. Activity number 1. Talking through daily life, rather than just giving instructions. Of course, we all talk to our kids, but the way we communicate matters even more than the amount we talk. Instead of simply rattling off instructions like, put your shoes on, or eat your breakfast, try narrating and explaining what's happening in the moment. For instance, instead of just saying, put your shoes on, you could say, we're putting on our shoes because we're about to go outside for a walk in the park. Or, instead of just telling them to eat their apple, you might say, this apple is so crunchy and sweet. What does it taste like to you? Another example, I'm pouring the water very slowly so that it doesn't spill all over the place. This kind of ongoing narration helps children build their vocabulary, begin to understand cause and effect relationships, and strengthen their listening and comprehension skills. And here's a key element. Pause and give them a chance to respond. Even if their answers are brief, a little unclear, or even a little silly, their brain is actively practicing language and critical thinking. Remember, you're not quizzing them. You're simply inviting them into a conversation. Over time, this approach will greatly boost their communication skills and make learning feel natural, safe, and even enjoyable. Activity number 2, reading together, even if it's just for 10 minutes each day. Reading together is one of the strongest predictors of future academic success, and it doesn't require marathon reading sessions. Dedicating just 10 minutes a day can significantly help children develop their language skills, enhance their memory and imagination, and improve their early reading and writing abilities. But here's a tip that many parents might overlook. Don't rush through the book. Instead, ask open-ended questions like, what do you think will happen next in the story? Encourage your child to point to pictures or individual words. Connect the story to something in their real life. For example, you could say, this character in the book feels nervous. Do you remember a time when you felt nervous, like maybe on your first day of school? This approach transforms reading into an interactive thinking activity instead of just a passive listening exercise. And yes, reading the same book over and over is actually a good thing. Repetition helps children understand patterns, remember important details, and gain confidence in their reading abilities. Activity number 3, letting your child help with everyday tasks around the house. Folding laundry, helping to cook dinner, sorting the groceries. These things might seem like mundane chores to us, but for your child, they're valuable learning labs. When children participate in daily tasks, they practice following multi-step instructions, improve their problem-solving skills, and develop early math skills like counting and sorting. They also refine their fine motor coordination. For example, you might ask, can you match all of the socks together and make pairs? Or, we need 3 apples for this recipe. Can you count out 3 apples for me? Or even, which cup is bigger, this one or that one? Yes, it might take a little longer to get things done, and yes, it might get a little messy sometimes. But what's happening in their brain is incredibly valuable. They're learning responsibility, developing independence, and building confidence, all of which are skills that directly support their academic learning later on. Activity number 4, making time for unstructured play. Boredom is not the enemy. One of the most underrated learning boosters is free, unstructured play. This means no instructions, no screens, and no rules dictated by adults. When children engage in free play, building things, pretending, drawing, or even just daydreaming, they develop their creativity, hone their decision-making skills, improve their emotional regulation, and enhance their problem-solving abilities. If your child comes to you and says, "I'm bored," don't view that as a failure. See it as an opportunity. Boredom actually pushes kids to invent new ideas, explore different possibilities, and think independently. You don't need to constantly entertain them. Just provide them with some simple materials, and their brain will take care of the rest. Activity number 5, encouraging questions, even when they seem repetitive. Why is the sky blue? Why do I have to go to sleep? Why? 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 It can be exhausting to answer a constant stream of questions, but remember that questions are a sign of a growing and curious brain. When children ask questions, they're practicing curiosity, building their reasoning skills, and learning how to seek out information. Instead of shutting down their questions, try responding with, "What do you think?" or "Let's find out the answer together," or even just, "That's a really great question." You don't need to have all the answers. Showing your child how to think is far more important than just giving them facts. This builds their confidence and fosters a lifelong love of learning. So, there you have it. 5 everyday activities that can significantly boost your child's learning power without pressure, stress, or expensive tools. To recap: 1. Talk through daily life. 2. Read together regularly. 3. Involve kids in everyday tasks. 4. Protect time for free play. 5. Encourage curiosity and questions. Remember, learning doesn't only happen at desks or in classrooms. It happens in kitchens, during car rides, as part of bedtime routines, and in everyday conversations. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more parenting and learning tips. And let me know in the comments which of these activities you're going to try to incorporate more of this week. Thanks for watching.